You are the stars, and the world is watching you. The right to play on any playing field, you have earned it. The right to study in any school, you have earned it. The right to hold a job, you have earned it. The right to be anyone's neighbor, you have earned it.
Oh, say, can you see that the dawn's early light was so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, and the rib which we wore was so gladly streaming, and the rocket's red flare, love of bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave? Hi and greetings. My name is Danita Sierra Rodriguez, and some of the sports I have played in the Special Olympics are 1, javelin throw, 2, softball throw, and the running events. And I would like to know if you could donate some things to keep our Concho Special Olympics open and running.
Good morning, everyone. Please join us in a word of prayer. As we come together via technology, Lord, thank you for creating every child. Please equip the staff, community leaders, and your followers as they support children with disabilities and encourage and protect them. May these children and their families experience your deep love every day. Father, we lift up parents and caregivers of children with disabilities. Refresh them, give them strength to press on each day. For families in need of a financial blessing, lead them to economic opportunities to provide each member with the resources to survive and thrive. May heaven shine upon each and every one of you, and thank you for joining us. Amen.
Good morning, everyone in the Concho Valley to the Big Country and beyond. Thank you so much for joining us this morning for the Breakfast of Champions. I'm Kenny Mack. I'm your host this morning, coming to you from the Concho Valley. And yes, in 2020 fashion, we are virtual. So I'm going to try my hardest to make sure I don't put you guys to sleep on your couches or in your office chairs or wherever you might be. But I don't think that's going to be a problem, simply because why we are all here, and that is to honor and celebrate and support such an incredible organization, the Special Olympics Texas Region 14. And although I can't hear you or see you, I'm just going to assume that there's lots of cheers and applause and woot-woots going on in the background because it's Region 14. And it's an incredible organization that I personally have been lucky enough to be a part of in several ways over the last few years during my time at Fox West Texas, First as a sports reporter, eventually as the main anchor and executive producer. I got to attend so many events that I can say changed my life, whether it was the Unified Prom in Brownwood, where I definitely made sure that I had a cameraman that night so I could get dressed up, get all fancy, and hit the dance floor with everyone else. And I can honestly say, in case you're wondering, yes, it really was better than my own prom, and I'm not just saying that. I also got to attend the Unified Track Meet in Brady, where I would say that event and that day truly opened my eyes to how beautiful this organization is. And it's not just the athletes that make it so incredible. It is every single person involved. The dedication, the generosity, the inspiration, motivation, the kindness that those people, whether they're volunteers, whether they're employees or coaches, everyone brings this vibe to the table every single day. And the Special Olympics Texas is a revolution. It's an organization that is changing lives on a daily basis with people who open their minds and open their hearts, people who consciously choose to include others and to include everyone, no matter their differences. And we want to thank all of you at home, all of you who are tuned in, and all of you who have actively done just that. You've chose to include everyone. And we hope that you continue to do this so we can continue to grow this organization and make it bigger and better every single year and give it the recognition that it deserves. Now, before we get started, we do want to thank everyone who was part of our opening ceremonies as well. Incredible ceremonies. Danita Rodriguez, who is the athlete leader that sang the national anthem beautifully, I might add. We also have the Knights of Columbus, 4th Degree Assembly 1098 of St. Angelo Honor Guard for that flag presentation. We also have Chaplain Marcella Jenkins of the San Angelo Police Department for that beautiful invocation. And we have Officer Blanca de la Rosa, who carried the torch for us, and we're gonna hear from that officer in just a moment. But first, it is time for me to stop talking and let's get started. I'm gonna hand it over to one person who dedicates every day to this organization and is truly changing lives as we know it. It is my pleasure to introduce to you the CEO of Special Olympics Texas, Tim Martin.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Tim Martin, CEO and President of Special Olympics Texas, and I want to welcome you to Breakfast with Champions. Thank you so much for being here. You know, these great events don't happen at Special Olympics without sponsors, so I want to take a moment to recognize our Breakfast with Champions sponsors for today. I also want to recognize our great sponsors statewide that are there with us through thick and thin. Thank you for your continued support. All the hard work that goes in logistically to the Breakfast with Champions is thanks to our Breakfast with Champions committee. So I want to take a chance to recognize them as well. You know, these times have been very unique for us at Special Olympics Texas. But in a lot of ways, if you look at it, there's a lot of lessons to be learned. The isolation we felt being at home, the lack of access to family members and friends, the inability to just freely go and do what we want. That is missing. But you know what? If you really look at it, in so many cases, you're living the lives of so many of the athletes at Special Olympics Texas. It's an opportunity for you to understand and empathize with them and to make sure you understand that this is a powerful moment when you don't have the chance to share your greatnesses, the talents that you can utilize to change society, a voice to be heard. These are great opportunities for you to realize it's a chance for us to move forward. With that, at Special Olympics, we've worked really hard in these tough times to get to those points. Over the last 2 years, we've really struggled to change this organization and put it in a new direction of inclusion, health, and life-changing experiences for our athletes. And as we drive forward with that mission, we want to make sure that you're all aboard to be a part of that. So let me talk to you a little bit about the story. A lot of you heard this my first year here. Met an athlete in high school by getting in trouble and sentenced to Special Olympics. I certainly felt like I was too good to be there. I was better than all of those athletes. I was better than any individual in that room. And then I realized I wasn't even close. Those individuals made sure I felt cherished. They made sure that they honored me every time I walked in with a smile. They made sure I never went unrecognized. They had the power to change the human spirit. And that's what Diana, who was the individual I was paired up with, did for me, long before there was a label called Unified Sports. But I will tell you, folks, we have over 50,000 amazing individuals that can change your life if you open your life to them and allow them to come through those doors. Then we also had some difficult moments where we had a parent tell me one time, as we had a dance team performing on stage at opening ceremonies, as she pointed at our athletes and said, those people should not have to see things like this. Those people. What is those people? Those people is an easy barrier to put ourselves between someone else, to either label them different, label them less, label them not as important. That won't happen at Special Olympics Texas. So we came up with a motto at that point. We're all one of those people. Get over it, play unified. Unified is a way for us to change the world through inclusion. What is unified? It is the backbone of Special Olympics. It is an opportunity for those with and without intellectual disabilities, or as we prefer to call them, different abilities at Special Olympics, to drive forward, build those relationships, build those social opportunities, life-changing opportunities like employment, but also health and sport and drama and art. A way to make sure that we have a stage to reveal the greatness that lies in every human being. Unified is an amazing program. We have some great partners and amazing growth to talk about in that area as well. The UIL, the world's largest interscholastic program, has officially said we want to be involved with Special Olympics. And vice versa, we said of course we do as well. And we anticipate 200% growth over the next 4 years. That's 100,000 more athletes coming into our movement. A chance for us to be there and support so many new lives. But also, when you just think about athletes coming into our movement, that's 100,000 partners as well. More volunteers, more families. Special Olympics, we truly are unified. Also, health. Did you realize Special Olympics is the world's largest provider of health services to individuals with intellectual disabilities? But it's not just screenings anymore, folks. In the last 2 years, we've grown to do preventative health, healthy lifestyles, follow-up exams, and follow-up care at no charge to our athletes through our great networks. We continue to push that forward, and we need your support as we do that. But most importantly, we want everybody to realize you can be involved at Special Olympics, you can be unified, and we need you to be involved. But more than involvement, folks, during these times, this has been the leanest time in Special Olympics history, not just in Special Olympics Texas, but throughout the world. We have incredible work being done. We've completely revamped our programming to both be in person and virtual, but we need your support. Today, please give to Special Olympics Texas, and in return, we guarantee to you, we will deliver amazing programs to our athletes, volunteers, families, and all of those that choose to be a part of this great inclusive movement at Special Olympics Texas.
Hi, I'm Blanca De La Rosa. I am a city marshal with the city of San Angelo. I've worked around Special Olympics for many years. I started out back in the 90s, got inspired by these athletes, the athletes that have no quit in them. They are just, whatever the challenge is, they're there to meet it. I have been inspired by them, by myself, as far as an athlete, because I run, I bike, I do a few other things, but I see them as my inspiration, my strength, my motivation to never quit, to do what is out there to do, not to ever let myself be beat by aches and pains. These athletes are amazing. They go out with total heart and do so much. They help themselves, and they keep by just keep going and not stopping. I'm here to speak to y'all about the Special Olympic athletes of the Concho Valley area. They need our support, they need our help. Law enforcement is their, I guess you could call it a base for them to be able to compete and to do the things that they do. We help them, we support them, we do fundraisers for them, and we need to continue to do that. This year, COVID has been just hard on them because they've not been able to go out and do some of their fundraisers or go and compete. It's held them back. And I'm asking for support. I'm asking for your donation for them. I would love to see each and every one of you just contact the Concho Valley Special Olympics of Texas, Luann Chastain, and make a donation to help our athletes out. I am a big supporter of them. Like I said, I've done this since the 90s. We've done short runs here in San Angelo. We've done little fundraisers for them, selling the t-shirts, and that's another thing. They have t-shirts that they can sell. Would love for each and every one of you to buy that. That helps them out a lot in getting the equipment, the lodging, the meals that they need when they do go out and compete. I can't emphasize it enough that we need your support, we need your help, and the donations are definitely needed. So with that, I appreciate each and every one of you. Have a blessed day, and support and donate to the Concho Valley Special Olympics of Texas.
Thank you so much, Officer De La Rosa, and not only for your time and commitment to the law enforcement torch run, but truly for the passion that you show our athletes. We get to personally experience officers just like Officer De La Rosa every single year who serve our communities and serve our organization. And it can be from carrying the flame of hope at one of our competitions to simply celebrating one of our athletes' birthday parties, or by just being a part of one of the fundraising events like this. We certainly appreciate all of the support that the law enforcement officers and the agencies across the state of Texas give. In fact, every single year, get this, law enforcement agencies across the state raise $1.5 million for Special Olympics Texas. And we couldn't be more grateful for their contributions, and we encourage all of you to continue to do so as well. And if you would like to donate, you can click the link provided. Now it is my pleasure to introduce to you two friends who got to know each other actually at a high school that sits near and dear to my heart, Brady High School. And it all started with an official Special Olympics Unified Club. Please welcome Simon Guzman and Jameson Roddy.
A little background on me and Simon. We met in first grade. We were best friends. We played Pokemon together, and now we're in Unified and the Texas National Banner Team Committee. For the Texas National Banner Committee, I'm a part of the podcast group. Simon, what about you?
Well, Jameson, I'm in the news sports. What we do in news sport is we talk about news sports that Special Olympics don't know about, and we try to get to know how to do the new sports and practice with it. And
why I got involved with Unified, I have an aunt with Down syndrome, and having her in my life, it was always easy to include everybody. She was such a light in my family's life, and so I just thought, why not add that into my school life? And it always came natural to me to include everybody, so I just thought, why not be a part of it? What about you, Simon?
well, for me, back in my freshman year, I was one of those person that didn't want to get out to meet new people, and that's it, wanted to stay in my shell this whole time. But Till Matthias introduced me to Special Olympic and Unified Club. I finally got out of my shell and went to go meet new people.
Cool trips that Unified has been able to provide for us. Simon was lucky enough to be a part of the Inclusive Youth Leadership Summit in Chicago. Something you want to tell them?
I got to attend the Inclusive Youth Leadership Summit in Chicago, Illinois last year. Me and my partner were the only student from Texas to go to a youth leadership summit. And we had fun.
Yeah, there he pitched a project to KPMG about their wheelchair swing. KPMG actually gave us a $500 grant to complete the project. And he's been working on it super hard in his welding class. You want to tell him about it?
Yes, me and my welding class are going to build a wheelchair swing. Sometimes when I see my friends playing on the playground or park, and some of them, my friends, can't go be a part with us, it kind of makes me sad seeing my friends not included with our fun. So I decided to start building a wheelchair swing. I went up to my welding teacher and asked him, "Hey sir, is it okay if I can build a wheelchair swing?" He said, "Simon, it's okay with me. We can do it."
A big part of our unified club are the sports that we play. We compete in bocce, basketball, bowling, powerlifting, and track. And Simon actually has a really cool story about how he got powerlifting into our school.
It was my idea to have powerlifting for the unified program, and it started out when I was little, when my brother Dustin started powerlifting, and I wanted to be just like my brother. So I went up to my coach, and my coach said, "Well, Simon, that's a good idea. We can do it." And I said, "Well, thank you, coach. I really appreciate it." And our last powerlifting meet, I deadlift 210 last year as a new record for our powerlifting meet.
Oh yeah, 210 in deadlift. That's crazy.
But it's not all about winning or anything like that. It's about having fun, going out, meeting new people, making new friends, competing with different schools. That's all about the Heart and Soul Relay. That's all about having fun. And I got first place of gold medal at the Heart and Soul Relay. But like I said, it's not all about winning. It's all about having fun out there.
Yeah, exactly. And one more thing that we promote is Respect Week at our school. It's every March, and last year, sadly, we weren't able to complete it due to COVID-19. But this year, we are promoting it again, and we're going to pick up right where we left off and promote inclusion and just respect, really, with the Special Olympics community. And we're really excited about it, and we can't wait to get the ball rolling again. Simon was lucky enough to be a part of the law enforcement torch run in 2019. So Simon, do you want to tell them about that?
Being a part of the law torch run was a very fun thing to do. It was my first time ever being a part of. The law torch run, they run through town on the way to the summer games in San Antonio, and we got to run with them, and we fed them lunch and everything. Got to get to know them better, get to be their friends. Was one of the best things I ever done with these events that we did.
One of our favorite parts is the club as a whole. I don't think I can pinpoint an exact moment that was better than the rest. I mean, the club is just so amazing, and we get to meet new people And for me, it has changed my life. It has pointed me in the direction of where I want to go with my future, and I couldn't be any more grateful for that. And I'm sure Simon feels the same way.
I definitely do, JMO. I really enjoy being a part of the Unified Club. It changed me a lot.
We love it so much that we're actually going to, after high school, continue to be a part of it. And I'm going to attend Texas A&M Corpus Christi, and that school is actually a Special Olympics college, and they have their own club, the Kinesiology Club, which I will be a part of. I can't wait. I will be going there to pursue a degree in kinesiology and to become an English teacher and coach.
Well, JMO, for my future goal is I want to promote Special Olympic and be a spokesman for the Special Olympic Unified Team future. Being a part of Unified is the best thing I ever done. And it's a great for it to get more inclusive in it.
Thank you guys. That's all that we have. Thank you all for listening, and bye.
Thank you, Simon and Jameson, for sharing your stories with us. You are a true testament to how Special Olympics programs impacts all of us. It's teaching us to be advocates in society, or to encourage others, and to create communities that are focused on abilities rather than disabilities. It's being unified, pairing individuals with or without intellectual disabilities. That is the entire movement of the Special Olympics. And it is unifying communities across the world. And it has an enormous presence right here in the Lone Star State. Now, with that being said, I would like to welcome to the stage an incredible family who has been part of the organization for years. And when I say the whole family, I mean the whole family. We are talking an athlete, a unified partner, a chaperone, and a coach, and they have all volunteered together. Please welcome the Garcia family.
Good morning, I'm Ben's mom. We've been involved in Special Olympic over 35 years. Ben started when he was 10 years old. I always wanted Ben to have a social life, and because of his handicap, he couldn't. Special Olympics has helped him grow and be social. He competes in all sports from A to Z. He likes all sports, and he gets ready. He works out 2 and 3 times a week, getting ready for sports. Benjamin was a member of the athletic membership committee, a member of the Special Olympics Presidential Committee Board. He was also a global messenger for Special Olympics in Lubbock. We are a family that has been in Special Olympics all our lives because of Ben. We love to see Ben associate with people that are his age, and competing and not feeling left out. They're just so warming. They're our helpers, they're our angels. So they're adult women, adult men, children, and this Special Olympics helps them grow as a person and to be social with a lot of people. Thank you.
Good morning. I am Ben Garcia, a Special Olympic athlete. For over 35 years, I started participating in Special Olympics in Big Spring, and then San Angelo, Midland, Lubbock, and now I'm back in San Angelo. I have been a regional state competition. I love all sports, especially basketball, but I participate in all sports. Also, a member of the athletic leadership committee advisory board to the SOTX presidential. I used to be a global messenger and love it. I have made very many friends in Special Olympics. We maintain our friendship through the years. I hope this pandemic is over soon because I'm getting very antsy. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Yvette Garcia. I am Ben's sister. I'm also a certified Special Olympic coach. I have been involved in Special Olympics for not as long as Ben has, even though he's my brother. I've been doing it maybe 3 years now. We grew up with it in the household. I would see them come and go, but I never really participated. These last 3 years have changed my perception on Special Olympics completely. I have become so involved. I became a certified coach. I have learned so many things from these athletes, both small children and grown adults, including the parents involved. We can't do this without volunteers and parents. I have learned things I never in a million years would have learned. I have learned love, unconditional love. I have learned patience. I have learned friendship, true friendship. That is something a lot of people will never experience in their life. Special Olympics is a wonderful thing. A lot of volunteers are needed. A lot of help is needed. These kids are angels, like was said before. They are angels, and they need all the support and help and love that could possibly be given. It's my honor to participate in Special Olympics and to offer my assistance in any way I can. Thank you. I want to thank you for joining us today. And if you are able to, please click on the link below and donate. Thank you.
Wow, the Garcia family's love for Special Olympics is a true testament to just how incredible the organization is, and not just for the student athlete, but they prove that it's literally for the entire family. And we truly thank you, Garcia family, for all your passion and dedication that you have shown Special Olympics Texas over the years. And if you at home, anyone watching, would like to contribute to help improve our organization and to contribute to families just like the Garcia family, including 58,000 others across the state of Texas, you can, of course, donate by clicking the link provided. And now it is my pleasure to introduce to you the final two speakers. We have Coach Adam Foster, who is a baseball coach at Angelo State University, also my alma mater. And ironically, Coach Foster got his start with the Special Olympics when he became an advocate, meeting one of his best friends in Georgetown, which is where I went to high school. Yes, Coach Foster was the baseball coach at Georgetown High School when I was in school, we'll say just a few years ago. And he is now in the Concho Valley doing incredible work, and he is incredibly active. We also have an athlete who has been a huge advocate in the San Angelo Central delegation and has a true passion for competing, you might say. Please join me in welcoming Coach Adam Foster and Special Olympics Texas athlete Major Hollenbach.
Hi, so, my name's Adam Foster. I'm an assistant baseball coach at Angelo State University. This is kind of the last chapter of my book starting. I want to start back at the beginning. I started coaching baseball at New Mexico Highlands University in 2001 and left there in 2003 and moved back to Georgetown, Texas, which is my hometown. And from there, I was working multiple jobs, and I got a phone call from the athletic director the day before school started, and asked me if I wanted to coach high school baseball and football and be an adaptive PE teacher. And so my immediate response was, "What's an adaptive PE teacher?" And he said, "Well, you can work with special ed kids in PE." And I was like, "Oh, easy, got it, I'm in." once I got started, my very first student was a young man named Jared Fremmel. And from the moment I met Jared, it began to change me as a human. Made me a better dad, made me a better coach, just made me a better person. It gave me a different perspective on life. He showed up every day, with odds against him to be able to read, write, run, and do anything. And he showed up every day with a massive smile on his face. And it just gave me the perspective to live each day a little bit different than I was before. All right, so I took over as the head baseball coach. And Georgetown's a very affluent community. They're very, very wealthy. The kids needed the same perspective training that I got from being a special ed teacher. So I decided to go sit down with Charlotte and Jared and see if he wanted to be a part of the program every day. And she was a little reluctant at first and wanted to know how that thing was going to work. And I said, I don't know. We'll just figure it out as we go. And so he started coming to practice every day, and he is a massive personality. Takes over a lot of meetings and practices, but it was definitely something that provided a different perspective on life for our guys, and really allowed them to understand that they were just playing a game, and they were very fortunate to just be able to play that game. And then as Jared grew in the program, he became such a symbol of dedication, how hard you're supposed to work, and that when you think you're done, you're nowhere close to being done, that you can keep going. He also provided a lot of laughter pretty regularly. About every 5 minutes we'd do something that was pretty funny. But there's a lot of great stories. Something that really changed for Jared, including him, is he really had 0 words and was not able to speak clearly enough that you could understand anything. He was able to, really clearly start saying a whole lot more words, and he kept wanting to be better because it just became a part of our culture that good was not enough, that we all were striving to be great. So with the relationship that Jared created in our program, it really disseminated throughout the school. And I think when Jared was a senior, nobody planned this. Nobody asked for it. The actual entire student body voted him homecoming king. And then another special ed girl, Gracie. So the school, the kids in our school voted for 2 special ed kids to be homecoming king and queen. And it didn't just change the culture of our program, it changed the culture of our school. The kids started signing up to be in special ed classrooms and working with special ed kids. And then that transferred into kids volunteering and being a part of the Special Olympics. And that became kind of a staple in our program, that we had guys that started partnering up with different Special Olympic athletes and doing bowling and bocce, and then the track meets in the spring. And then that transformed into a thing called EGA that started sports in Georgetown, where they had a basketball league and a challenger baseball league, and it just became this culture and this phenomenon of that they should have the same opportunity, and the parents should have the same opportunity to sit in the stands and watch their son or daughter go play a sport. And we felt like we could make a huge impact and provide that opportunity for them. So we kind of partnered ourselves with Special Olympics and the Exceptional Georgetown Alliance and created these things, and partnered up athletes one-on-one with Special Olympic athletes, and watching both of them grow was absolutely life-changing for both parts. I think probably the greatest part is being able to see the parents sit in the stand and not have to, be one-on-one with their kid and actually get to be an actual parent and cheer their kid on as they're running the 100 meters or throwing the softball. All just very, very special thing to be a part of. So since moving to San Angelo, I've been here about a year and a couple months. I have not been able to really see the special ed community being promoted as it has in other towns. So we really want to see San Angelo and the Concho Valley step up their game and be a part of Special Olympics and provide the same opportunities for those young men and women that every other kid has. So we also need you to get on our website and donate and join our crusade to make Special Olympics a big deal in the Concho Valley.
Hi, my name is Major Hollenbeck, and I have been in Special Olympics as long as I can remember. I was born with brain damage and seizures. Despite all of that, and there is nothing I love more than sport. Before I could walk or talk, I was drawing and playing balls. I had never been shy in front of a camera before today, but I am honored to do this speech. All I ever wanted to be on a team. I wanted to be a Dallas Cowboy, a Texas Longhorn, a Texas Ranger, or a LA Lakers, Abilene Eagle, or Central Bobcat. Because of Special Olympics, I get to be a part of a lot of teams, and I have been on a golf team with my dad, a bowling team with my friends, a soccer team with my classmate, and a track team, and that is just some of them. Special Olympics has brought me something else that is awesome friends. I get to play with my friends and I against my friends, which is great because I get to talk trash to them. Some of the best memories of my life are being in Special Olympics. I would love to thank you from the bottom of my heart and for your generosity and making memory that will last a lifetime.
I'm Michael Sarabia. I play for the Concho Valley Bobcats here in San Angelo. Sports I play is basketball. I've been playing for the Bobcats for 8 years. We have won 5 championships in Braun, Abilene. We've also won 5 championships in Hoops and Dreams in Big Spring, Texas. I have won 3 MVPs. I'm one of the star players for the Bobcats. I also play a little bit of softball. I've also done a little bit of taekwondo. And I just want for everyone to donate to the Concho Valley here in San Angelo, Texas. Your donation will help us athletes to play our sports. Thank you.
Coach Foster, it is so great to see you in the Concho Valley, and we truly appreciate all that you've done for the Special Olympics Texas over the years. Thank you so much. And Major Hollenbeck, thank you for being a true testament to what the Special Olympics Texas athletes are all about, and that is continuing to push this movement forward and to continue to be an inspiration for all of us. So thank you. It is literally impossible to sit here today to hear everyone's stories, to hear the volunteers, to hear the athletes and the coaches, and to not be moved by everything that they said. All of these stories today that you heard demonstrate what this Special Olympics Texas is all about. And that is to show you and to prove that we are all more alike than we are different. And we are all one of those people. So this movement, this revolution is truly about creating a future that is unified for everyone, choosing to include. And we hope that you can reflect on the words that you heard today and everyone's stories and choose to continue to act on that revolution. Every donation made today goes to making sure that we stand by those mottos and make a unified future for everyone. Now, on behalf of all the athletes, thank you for joining me this morning for the inaugural Concho Valley Breakfast of Champions. It was my honor again. I am Kenny Mack, and today you have all made such a significant impact on the lives of, again, 58,000 people across the state of Texas. Thank you again so much for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.